actually start, and we're going to jump into it today by starting with some sun salutations. So I'm just going to have you meet me at the top of your mat and placing those feet and ankles underneath the hips. Just go ahead first and just stand in your mountain pose for a couple of breaths as you kind of settle in. Begin to find that Ujjayi breath as you take in big inhales, bringing some prana, fresh oxygen into the system, into the body. Expanding and opening the chest and exhaling fully with a nice, full, grounded exhale. And then go ahead and begin to flutter the eyes open as we inhale and sweep the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale and big swan dive forward into our forward fold. Inhale halfway up, bring those fingertips onto the shins as you roll your shoulders back and down. Draw that navel into the spine, little bend in the knees, and on your next exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and plant your hands, and let's step the right leg back, and then step the left leg back to our high plank, and then immediately dropping the knees to the floor. Take an inhale, reach that chest and those collarbones forward, and as you exhale, bending the elbows right by the ribs, lower yourself down to the mat. Inhale as you come up to your baby cobra, and as you exhale, press right back into downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Go ahead, set those feet down on the mat, hip distance apart. Bending the knees, lifting the heels to start. Relax the neck between the arms. Finding your Ujjayi breath here. And when you're ready, bending the knees even more, look forward to the top of the mat. Let's go ahead and step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale as you rise to the top. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Inhale again, sweep the arms up. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway, maybe bringing those fingertips onto the shins again as you exhale and fold. Plant the hands, left leg steps back, right leg steps back into your high plank or immediately into your kneeling plank. And as you exhale, let's lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale to your cobra as you lift with all those little muscles along the back. Exhale into your downward facing dog or child's pose, it's up to you. Again, pressing through each finger. Find the knuckles on each finger. Press down. Feel that center of the palm lift slightly. And then take those outer arms and spin them into the ears. Bending the knees. Look forward. Stepping the left foot forward. Right foot forward. Take it into your forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale and swan dive forward. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Plant the hands, right leg back, left leg back. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale up to your cobra, maybe it's getting a little bigger. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, right foot steps forward, left foot forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale as you rise to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway, fingertips on the shins or the floor. Exhale and fold. Plant the hands, left leg steps back, right leg steps back. When you're ready, lower to the floor. Inhale up into your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending the knees, look forward, left foot steps, right foot steps. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, we're going to move into our flow. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Go ahead and step your left leg back, finding your high crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up as you sink into the hips. Find some energy in that back leg. Relax your shoulders. Draw that pubic bone up to your belly button as you sink your tailbone. And on your next exhale, let's open to warrior two as we spin that back heel down, sink into your front knee, and then line those shoulders over top of the hips. Reaching through the fingertips, relax the shoulders. On your next inhale, let's find reverse warrior. Flip that front palm, inhale as we reach up. See if you can reach those fingertips down the back leg. Excellent. And on your next exhale, spin those arms all the way down to the mat as we find our lunge. And we step to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Our first shred, we're going to open up the feet a little wider. We're going to grab our block if you have it and just place it at the top of your mat. I'm going to turn to face you. And we're going to do a squat jump with a touch. So basically, we're going to start in our squat position, fingertips on the block. As we power up, we land and touch with the opposite hand. Now, you can do this without any impact, okay? It's up to you. So we're going to go for 10 repetitions. All right, we're going to count 10 of them. Start in our squat. Here we go. 1, 2, land lightly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come to stand. Good. Take that block. Just place it at the top of your mat. Let's meet at the top of our mat. Take a big inhale. Sweep the arms up. Exhale as you swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. This time, go ahead and step your right foot back. Find your high crescent lunge. As you inhale, sweep the arms and sink into the hips. Take a couple of breaths. And on your next exhale, let's open to warrior two, to that right edge of your mat. Sinking into the front knee, dropping the back hip, lifting the top for the front hip. This is a little bit of our recovery. Let's flip the front palm. Inhale to reverse warrior. Reaching up and back as we keep sinking into that front knee. And on your next exhale, let's pinwheel the arms down to the mat. Find your lunge, step to the top of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Going straight into that squat jump with a touch again. So if you need to grab your block, place it on the mat. We're going to start in that squat position. Fingertips tap on the block. Here we go, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Remove the block. Come to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Go ahead, step your left leg back. Find that high crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up and sink into the hips. On your next exhale, open to warrior two. Pivot those back toes out. Sink into your front knee. Relax the shoulders and smile. We're just getting warmed up. Let's flip the front palm. Reverse warrior. Reaching up and back. Remember, this is your recovery. Find those big open breaths. Big exhales. This time on your inhale, taking it to extended side angle. Forearm to the thigh as we reach that left arm up or over the ear. Keep spinning that right butt cheek under. Press those hips to the long edge of your mat. Good. Let's take a look down at our right foot. We're going to begin to straighten that right leg and slide our right fingertips onto the shin as we turn it open into triangle pose. So big reach out through all four limbs. Press down into your foundation and sparkle out through those fingertips. Good. Now take a look at the top of the foot, moving into our balancing half moon. We're going to catch the floor with our right fingertips or the block, it's up to you, as we lift that left leg back and up in line with the hip. Maybe that left hand comes to the left waist. Now turn those left toes to the long edge of your mat, open up that left hip. Then maybe you can reach that left arm up, keeping your gaze down if you need to. Pressing both feet. One goes into the mat, the other presses back to imaginary wall behind you. Good work. And release those right or left fingertips. Square the left hip and step the feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We're going to take it into our second shred, our plyo lunges. So you can use your block here to tap in between if you like. Okay. We're going to start with the right leg back. It's simply a lunge, tap. We switch and tap. Okay. We are going to do 10, counting each one on each side. All right. Here we go. Right leg back. You can either tap the floor or you can tap the block, and if this doesn't work for you, you can take it to low impact. All right, here we go, counting 10 of them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Go ahead, step your right leg back. Find your high crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Settle into that crescent lunge, shoulders back and down. And on your next exhale, open to warrior two. Belly to the long edge of your mat as you sink into that left knee. Flipping that left palm, inhale to reverse warrior. Finding some strength here in our postures. And when you're ready, let's take an inhale as we come down to our extended side angle. Extended side angle. Reaching the right arm up or over top of the ear. Press out of that left shoulder. And when you're ready, Start to straighten through the left leg. Left fingertips slide down to the shin as we turn it open to triangle pose. Again, finding a nice, even breath. Moving into balancing half moon. Bending into that front knee. If you need to take that back foot and slowly move it forward, catch the floor with those left fingertips. Right leg goes up, opening up into your balancing half moon. Turn those right toes out toward the long edge of the mat. Open that right hip. Keep the gaze down if you need to. Good. Let's take those right fingertips, bring them down to the mat and square the right hip. Step the right foot beside the left. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center and moving straight in to those plyo lunges again. 10 reps. All right, we can use the block. You don't have to. This time, let's start with our left leg back. Okay. Right fingertips touch, okay? Now ready? 10, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Drop that back knee. 3, 2, and 1. All right, block aside, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Left leg steps back. High crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. On your exhale, open to warrior 2. You guys have got this. You know where we're going through this. Just adding on as we go. Flipping that right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep sinking into that front knee. We're building strength. All right, we're also working on a little cardio, a little bit more anaerobic, but HIIT also builds muscle. Good. When you're ready, finding that extended side angle, forearm to the thigh, left arm reaches over the shoulder or over the ear. Little spin of that pinky finger down. If you're reaching through the ear. And when you're ready, look to the floor. Ready, balancing half moon. Catch the right fingertips. Left leg lifts. Right or left arm reaches up as you turn those left toes. Woo. Finding your balance. If you fall out of it, it's okay. It's Saturday morning. Press through that left heel. Go ahead, drop the left fingertips. Square the left hip. This time we're going to float those left toes back down into a lunge. All right, we're going to come on up into a bit of a high lunge, but palms come together at the chest. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to take it to prayer twist. So left arm to the outside of that right leg, pressing that top hand into the bottom hand. You can drop the back knee if you like. Scissor those inner thighs together. Extending that back heel to the crown of the head. Good work. Now, we're going to take the left hand, fingertips are palm to the mat. We're going to go ahead and step the back foot in and pivot the heel down, straightening through the front leg. If you need a block underneath the fingertips, feel free to grab it. And then when you're ready, inhale, lengthen the spine, and we're going to twist to the right into our twisting triangle. Reaching the right arm up, pinning the right hip back as much as you can. Go ahead and adjust your stance, either more narrow or longer if you need to. Draw that belly in, navel to spine. Keep planting that back heel down. And when you're ready, release. Drop that left knee to the mat. Inhale up to your low lunge. Sweep the arms. Reach up through the fingertips. Draw that belly away from the front thigh and release those shoulder blades down the back. Good. Hands come down to the mat. Lift the back knee. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're moving into another little intensity block here. So again, grab your block, place it at the top of your mat. These are our back and forward hops with a tap, okay? So we're taking ourselves into that squat position again. We're going to drop the hips, slide them back, touch the fingertips to the block or imaginary block, it's up to you. All right, from here, we're going to hop up and back like a frog. Touch the floor, hop back, touch the block, all right? So we're doing 20 of these, all right? So 20 of them. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want low impact, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Woo, got a little bit more intense there, didn't it? Take the block away. All right, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. You know what's coming. Right leg steps back. And then when you're ready, inhale up to your high crescent lunge. Woo, find it, stick it. When you're ready, exhale and open to warrior 2. Bending into that left knee. Reach those arms forward and back. Find some activation in that back leg. Press the whole foot down. Flip the left palm. Inhale to reverse warrior. Keep sinking into the front knee. And on your inhale, find your extended side angle. Opening up, right arm reaches above the shoulder, or perhaps you reach the fingertips forward. Bring that right arm over top of the ear. Find your breath. All right, when you're ready, you know where we're going from here. Straighten out through that left leg. Slide the fingertips. Open up into your triangle pose. Press those hips a little bit towards the long edge of your mat. Again, press down into your foundation and feel that energy sparkle through all 4 limbs. Good. Take a look at the foot. We're catching the floor with the left fingertips, finding our balancing half moon as that right leg lifts. Maybe that right arm also reaches up. Again, find your inner thighs to find your root lock. In order to do that, you need to press down into the left foot. Press back through the right heel. Good. Now release those right fingertips. Square the right hip. Float those right toes back to your lunge. Okay? When you're ready, lift the torso. Press the hands together in prayer. Inhale. Exhale as we twist to the left this time. Right arm on the outside of that left leg. Press top hand into bottom hand. Fire up that back leg. We're working it all today, people. Working it all. Good. And when you're ready, let's take those right fingertips down to the block or the mat. We're going to step the back foot in a little bit, about a couple inches or so. Pivot the heel down. Start to straighten through the front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you turn and twist to the left. Left arm reaches up over top of that left shoulder. Press that right heel down. Our revolving or twisting triangle pose. Draw the belly in, lengthen the torso. And if you need to use that block, bring the floor a little closer to you. It's going to make your postures accessible and proper for you. No sense struggling to get into the postures. Good work. All right. And release it on down. Step back, drop the knee. Now we're going into our low lunge as we reach the arms up. Good. Again, draw your belly back and away from that front thigh. Try not to dump the belly forward. Draw the belly back, tailbone heavy, shoulders roll back and down. Oh yeah, and don't forget to breathe, right? Good, release the fingertips to the floor. Big step to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, moving into our last little intensity block here. We're going to use the block if you like. If not, you don't have to. It's called our pop-up with a block shoulder raise, okay? So we are actually going to come down and start in a plank position. From plank, or kneeling plank, all right, you can step or hop the feet forward, take it into a squat, slide the hips back, grab your block or imaginary block, all right, shoulder raise, place it back down, plant the hands and either hop or step back to your plank and do it all over again, all right? We are going to aim for 20, all right? We can take our time, or you can take your time and just stop when I stop counting, all right? All right, here we go. You just do as many as you can. All right, again, you can step in. You don't have to hop. All right, abs tight. Here we go. 1. Hop back. 2. Now you can just pretend to lift the block. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Keep it going. Hop back. Come forward. 8. Yes. All right. Keep it going. 9. Good. And we're somewhere around 10, right? 10. All right. We're on the down slope now. If you need to step, go ahead. 10. 9. Oh, yes. Last little bit of burn. 8. Keep those abs tight. Keep those hips back. 7. Maybe the block doesn't come as high. 6. Woo, we can do it. 5. All right, for the last 5, I'm going to hop it out. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Drop the block down and come to stand. Shake it out. Woo. All right, high fives on that one. That was a tough one. All right. Meet at the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and exhale it out as you fold and draw the belly button in. Good. Go ahead, step that left foot back. Find your high crescent lunge. Inhale it up. Exhale into your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good. Exhale as you drop the forearm. Inhale, side angle. Good. Look down, straighten that front leg as you slide the fingertips. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open into your triangle. Good. Take a look at the floor in front of you. Catch the floor with your fingertips. Into your balancing half moon. Left leg lifts, maybe left arm reaches up as you open that left hip. Good. Square it off. Square that left hip down. Drop those left toes into your lunge. Come on up with a nice long spine. Hands in prayer. Take an inhale. Exhale into your twist. Prayer twist. As we catch that left arm on the outside of the right thigh. press top hand into bottom hand. Draw that navel to the spine. Good. Go ahead, release those left fingertips to the mat or block. Step that back foot in, pivot the heel down. Straighten through the front leg. Inhale, find your revolving or twisting triangle pose. Good work. Release those right fingertips. Step back and drop that left knee. Inhale to your low crescent lunge. Release the fingertips. Big step to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Go ahead and step that right leg back. Find your high crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as you open to warrior two. Inhale to reverse warrior. My apologies. Exhale, forearm to the thigh. Inhale and open to your extended side angle. Sorry for messing you up, guys. And then working into triangle pose as we slide the fingertips onto the shin. Inhale, extend through the spine. Reach up, sparkle out through all four limbs. Triangle pose. Look down. Ready. Start to catch the floor with those left fingertips. Lift the right leg. Find your balancing half moon as you turn and open that right hip. Release those right fingertips down. Square that right hip. And then gently let those right toes come back down into your lunge. Lift the torso, palms come together. Inhale, exhale as we take our prayer twist over to the left. Press that left hand into the right. Extend from the back heel to the crown of the head. Find some energy in that back leg. Good. Release the right fingertips. Go ahead, step that back foot in slightly. Pivot the heel down. Start to straighten through the front leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine as you exhale and twist and open to the left this time. Press the back heel down. Reach up through the fingertips. Draw the belly in. Good. And smile. Twisting. Triangle pose. Good. Release the fingertips. Step that right leg back. Drop the right knee. Low lunge as you inhale. Sweep the arms up. And release the fingertips to the mat. Good. This time, let's take flat palms. Step the left leg back to meet the right. Find your high plank or drop to the knees. Again, present that heart center forward. Lengthen that whole front of the spine. And when you're ready, exhale and lower to the floor. Elbows stay close and tight. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. One more time, inhale. And open the mouth, exhale. Good, let's bring it down to the knees and the shins. Opening up the knees a little bit, as wide as the hips, big toes to touch. And go ahead and sit it back into your child's pose. Now you can go ahead and use a block under the forehead, or perhaps just go ahead and stack the palms, or make fists with the palms, and then rest the forehead. Big deep breaths in and out. As you inhale, feel that belly expand and press against those inner thighs. As you exhale, use a little sinking breath as you feel that whole back side of the body melt. Good. Slowly bringing those hands back down to the mat. And then rolling yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Head will be the last thing to come up as you work your way onto one hip and swing those legs forward. All right, we're going to leave the right leg extended. We're going to bring that left foot into that right inner thigh. Make sure that those hips are squared forward. We're going to take an inhale, lengthen the spine, and as we exhale, we're going to fold over top of that right leg. Now, you don't have to wrap around the bottom of the foot. You just take it to where you find your edge. But I want you to keep in mind here that it's not about getting the chin or the face to the leg, all right? Otherwise, then we're just bending through the neck and the head, and we're rounding the back. I want you to see if you can keep that back as long as you can and start to hinge forward from the hips, all right? So we're flexing from the hips. We're reaching the heart center down the shin towards that ankle. You're flexing those right toes, pulling them in towards that right shin. So that right leg is active. Good. On your next inhale, let's come all the way up. And exhale. Let's take a little bit of a back bend. We're going to take our left hand behind us, just in line with that left hip. And when you're ready, we're just going to press the hips up as we roll onto the shin and the foot. Reach that right arm back and over. Take a little back bend and then release back down into your seated. Switch it up. This time left leg comes forward. Bring that right foot to the inner thigh. Again, squaring your hips forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and begin to walk those hands forward. Wherever they stop, wherever that back is able to be flat and nice and long, that's where you stop. As soon as you start to round forward, come back up, find that length again, and hold. You should feel that in the back of the left leg. All right, you're pulling those left toes towards the shin. You're reaching your heart center down the shin towards the top of that ankle. Good. Squaring that chest over top of the thigh. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale and release. Good. Let's go ahead and take the right hand back this time. Again, bringing it into a little bit of our back bend. So when you're ready, inhale as you press the hips up. Reach back with that left arm. Reach the hips to the ceiling. And exhale, come on back down. Good. Let's go ahead and just take the soles of the feet together in our butterfly pose. All right, so we're just going to bring them together. And I want you to kind of wiggle them out a little further this time. So we're going to make this a little bit more passive stretch. So they're not as tight in. You don't have to bring the heels right in. I'd actually like you to create more of a diamond shape here with the legs. All right. Taking a big inhale, lengthen the spine. And this time as you exhale, just walk the hands forward. All right, perhaps you can maybe hold on to the toes, let the elbows kind of butterfly out a little bit. And now you have your permission to go ahead and just let that spine round into a nice, soft, passive forward fold. Sometimes it's nice in this one if you want to go ahead and use a block on the floor to either rest the head on maybe if you find it's a little bit too much tension or you can't let go of the tension in your neck. Couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly start to roll it up the spine. Again, head is going to be the last thing to come up as we sit it up nice and tall. Go ahead and give yourself a couple of shoulder rolls back. Good. And just cross the legs. We're just going to take a little bit of a neck stretch. So I'm just going to have you drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And you can go ahead and take those right fingertips down to the mat beside you. Maybe just start to walk them out, kind of creep them out to the right a little bit. Close the eyes. Now for me today, I don't need to do much with this. If you feel you want to add that left hand and just place it on top of the side of your head, just to add a little bit more extra resistance, feel free. Do not use the hand to pull the neck. And then when you're ready, let's roll that chin to the center of the chest and then come back up. Good. We're going to switch over to the other side. So let's drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Take those left fingertips, creep them out a little further till you feel that nice stretch through the left side of the neck and the shoulder, the top of the shoulder. Good. And again, if you need to use that right hand on top of the head, feel free. And when you're ready, just roll that chin around to the chest and then release by bringing the head up. Good. Go ahead and make your way onto your back. If you need to use a blanket underneath the head, if you have any neck issues, then feel free. We're just going to take those legs so the knees are over top of the hips. We're going to kind of sew up or press those thighs, knees, and shins together. Arms release out to the side. And on your exhale, drop those legs over to the left side of the room, to the left side of your mat. And then see if you can work that right shoulder blade back down. Perhaps you even want to turn your head to look over towards the right shoulder. And then slowly unwinding as you come back through center. And then go ahead and drop those legs to the right. Working that right shoulder blade down. Maybe turning the head to the left. And then slowly unwinding again as you bring those legs back up through center. Maybe just holding on to the fronts of the knees as you give yourself a little rock and roll from side to side. Maybe you make some circles as you draw circles with the knees one way a couple of times and then the other way. And then when you're ready, extending those legs all the way out into your final Shavasana or corpse pose as you release those arms by your sides, palms facing up. A couple of deep breaths. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Just let it all go. Let those legs be soft, relaxed. Notice if your feet are able to drop away from one another. Your toes are still pointing up towards the ceiling. Either you have really tight hips or you just haven't let those hips go a little bit. Let those legs relax. Let those feet fall out. Good. Maybe even just noticing if you need to kind of walk your shoulder blades down a little bit. Maybe pick them up one at a time and kind of walk them down the back into your back pockets. Just staying here for a few more short breaths. And begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. If you like to go ahead and take a big inhale, reach the arms back overhead as you take a full body stretch. Exhale, open the mouth and sigh as you relax everything. Go ahead and just bend the knees and then roll yourself over onto one side. Doesn't matter today which side that is. Bring your knees with you and just rest your head on your bottom arm. Take a couple of moments here. And then when you're ready, begin to transition to seated as you start to help yourself up with as little effort as possible. And just bring yourself into a seated posture. So whatever that is, if you notice that you always cross one leg in front of the other, perhaps today, switch it up. bring that left leg in front. For me, I always sit with my right crossed in front of my left, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Feels a little weird, but that's okay. Sometimes teaching the body something new is good. All right, shaking it up a little bit. All right, sitting it up nice and tall. Bring the hands to heart center. Together, we're going to take a deep breath in and exhale it out through the nose. One more time. Deep breath in. Pause at the top. Hold it. Exhale it out. Pause at the bottom. And then begin to breathe normal. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this is something that gave you a little bit more energy. Maybe it's something you've never tried before. So if it isn't, then great job. Good for trying something new. The body likes that. The body gets used to doing things. So we need to kind of switch it up all the time and get the body working in a different way. All right? So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Stay well.